Hello everyone, welcome to the first tutorial of Universe Engine's mod charting tool. Universe Engine has one of the best mod charting capabilities, or just one of them. There are a lot of them probably. But Universe Engine has a built-in mod chart editor, and that's where we're gonna go over today. There are gonna be 3 tutorials in this series. I will leave them on your screen right now. The first tutorial is gonna be the Modchart editor. The second tutorial will be Lua, and the third tutorial will be coding inside of HScripts to make custom modifiers. Let's just start by opening Universe Engine, and we'll make it a little bit more quiet so you can hear guys. Guys can hear me. Let's just pick any song you want. Let's just do Healer, for example. Enter the song and press 9 because, well, I'm gonna show you why. If I go into Psych Options and you go into Controls, if you scroll down at the bottom, there is a default debug key 3, and by default it's 9. This is for the character editor and the chart editor, and this for the mod chart editor. You can change it as to whatever you want. I'm gonna leave it as 9. Then you can exit I will exit the options.
3, 2, 1.
And press 9 to open up the mod chart editor. I will first go over all of the tabs and small little buttons. Then we'll start by doing some mod charting. So in the bottom left, you have the show and hide nodes button. Why did I say it like that? So if you press it, it will hide the nodes. You can still lower and higher up the volume, and if you press this button again, you can show the nodes again. In the bottom right, you have a show and hide UI. Only that's a bit bugged, but I can't fix it. So sorry. So I will hide the nodes so I can go over all of the tabs. By default, when you enter the menu, you will be entering the editor tab. You have the save mod chart button, the song time. When you play it, it will go higher, but you could also skip time. You have the playback rate, which you can also reset very easy, and it will it can go up to 0.9. Oh no, apparently not. You can higher up it, of course. And by scrolling down, you will be going back in time, and by scrolling up, you will go forward in time. When you first enter the Modchart editor without playing the song by pressing P, no not P, only spacebar, it will, and if you scroll up and then you press space, it will be like really bugged. I'm sorry about that. You could also mute the vocals and the instrument inside of the editor. I don't know why you should need that, but okay. And you also have the vocals editor, muting the vocals. But this chart will still play. You also have the events tab, but I will go over that soon because we don't have anything yet. Then we have the modifiers tab. These two are the most where you're gonna be most of the time be in. In these two you will be the most of the time. And you'll also have playfields. Well, it's for adding more playfields. That's adding and removing playfields, but yeah. And don't add too many or the game will lag a lot. Here you can, let's go start making a mod chart. You can place event nodes by pressing left click on this time bar that is in beats. You can see the time in seconds, the beats, and the step. When you press left click on here, you will place an event node. If you want to remove it, you control click it to select it, and you press your delete button, or just for easy say backspace. Then you'll remove one. Let's just add some modifiers. I will pick middle modifier, modifier made inside of the editor, inside of Universe Engine. Give it a name that we'll use. This will also save a bunch of data. So let's just call it middle. Save the modifier and it will be added in this list. In the event step, when you select this, it will be empty. You select it in here, and here put the value. One is on. If you show the nodes, this will happen. And here you can change the ease time to like 4 beats. And also changing the ease. It's just that simple. You can place another one if you want to and change its value. So as you saw, it keeps the information. Yeah, that wasn't a good example. Just move this. So I place it at beat 0, so at beat 4 it will be finished. And I was right. Maybe a bit too fast, but okay. So, but if you want to repeat modifiers, it's also possible inside of here. So let's just pick like a different modifier, like reverse nodes, re-nodes, for example. And just place an event here, and just do this, and just set it to 1, and just repeat it like every 2 beats and like 4 times. It will take 1 beat to finish, so let's place an event here and do this. That didn't work for some reason, I don't know why. Just disable repeat real quick and see like why I didn't want to. Oh. Let's just move this one to a different beat. There we go. So as you saw, it repeated. You also have more modifiers, but yeah. The next step we're gonna do is checking submods. So we're going to pick a modifier that I know it has that. Like wave X modifier, give it a name again. Place the event node, so it's kind of repeating. And just do one, for example. Now it waves, but submod. By the way, refresh modifiers refreshes your modifiers. Save modifier saves your modifier, and remove modifier removes the modifier, of course. You can see what you did in here. If you save the modifier already and you want to remember what it does, you can select it and it will change everything, and you can override it. But if you want to change like the speed, for example, you need to do that in a separate event, and then boom, and then selecting speed, then you can change its value to like 2. It will do that to correct itself, but it doesn't affect if you select it. It's like 0 and then boom, it will save that whenever you need it. And here in the modifiers tab you can see all of the active modifiers. But some modifiers require a sub value. If I go to one I know of, incoming angle, just give it a name again. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. You just place an event node, of course, and you already saw it is on by default. And when you select it and you do like 90, for example, it changes in here, but it doesn't do anything. The reason why, it's because this is a modifier that requires submods. If you change the Y, for example, it rotates like this. You also have X, but that's on the Z axis. I will change the X in here. So as you can see, you can do some really cool 3D. Let's just turn off wave for it right now. And you can change it back to 0 if you want to by doing do, boom, then 0 on the X and 0 on the Y. But why not placing constantly a new event if you want to do it on the same time? That's where this data index come to. If you do this and you do like incoming angle and you do like 100 on the Y, but you also want to do 90 on the X, you can press add, it adds a separate comma in here, and you do plus. Here you can switch between them, plus and minus. Excuse me. If you press incoming again, and then you can do this, and boom, 90. Oops. See? That's really nice. Let's just do like 80 for now. Okay. But the only downside is it will have the same event type, the same ease time, and the same ease base. Also, apparently I have repeat on. Yeah, it saves everything you did inside of every node. You can control click to check if that was the case. This one doesn't need to repeat. This one also not. It's a stupid mistake, I'm sorry. Let's go back to where we left off. So we're here. But let's just do, but you can do a little bit more in this modchart tool. So as you saw, there is a mod event, modifier type, a playfield in here, and lane. What they do is selecting which modifier. Let's just do swap playfields. I don't know why. Just do something, and just make it like only the opponent gets it. You select. You save the modifier, go to here, and you press 9. And then, boom. Oh, I still have listen. You can press remove and it will delete it. That's actually pretty cool. And if you set it to 0, it will move it back to 0. You also have it for the player, the opponents. By default, it will be all. But you also have lane. Lane is a little bit different. Let's just pick a different modifier, just like raise drums. When you select lane, you will need to access this button. This is for selecting every lane, of course. I'll hide this one. So, how the index works is, now it's at -1, that means all lanes. If you set it to 0, it's like Lua or any coding index. It starts from 0 and goes to 7 in here. So 0 is opponent left, 1 is opponent down, and so forth and so forth. Until 0, that's the 8th node or boyfriend right. You can also select lanes, -1 equals all, and again it starts from 0. Let's just do like lane 1 for example, and just select place node, select your modifier, and do 1. So as you can see, only this drum move. By the way, this is a modifier from Universe Engine, so you don't need to worry about it, but it does. Actually, you can, but you can play with every modifier that's in here. There are a bunch of them. That's almost all the Modchart tool. You also can do this. I don't know what it does, but you probably won't need to touch it. And you can also do, let's create like a new playfield. This one isn't affected by any like the normal index from 0 to 9 or something. So if I do this what and plus, this one is a bit weird, but okay. You can now like, let's do glitch speed and modifier from here, and glitch for example, and then choose to all and set it to playfield 1 is the second playfield only. This one is already in use, but that doesn't matter. I can just do this and press not to, let's keep it. It will do this. That's what glitch speed does. I'm getting tired of speaking. Just change everything back to, oh, I could just do this. Then incoming 0, nope, boom, boom, restrum, nope, incoming Y, also 0. This is good to use for like, yeah, for PB corrupted mods or something. Just back to 0. You can also add one more. You can add as many as you want, but you probably will. It will probably lag your game a lot. But now you have your mod charts. Don't forget to go back to the editor tab and press save mod charts. They'll put it inside of this one. That's how I want. It will save it at the correct data file. Wait, is this? I forgot what song this one is. Not in this one. Mod. It's in here. Yes. Save it as modchart.json because the tool looks for it. If you call it like lmodchart, won't work. lmodchart.json, or you do it like modchart.lua, won't work. You have to call it modchart.json. Then save. Go out of the modchart editor by pressing escape, and you go back to the chart, to your song, and you can watch your modchart. You can always press Ctrl and disable your modchart. It will disable everything, the entire modchart. Like if I do this, it will disable entire modchart. See that nothing happens. So that was the modchart editor.
Three, two, one, go!
Thank you for watching. Next time, it's Lua.